So, as you probably have seen in previous videos, I had the whole turbo side of the engine on, but pretty much the reason why I had it all together was because of my future fab downpipe that I got for the motor. I didn't have the gaskets. I didn't have the turbo gasket, exhaust gasket kit. So these are the gaskets that I need for pretty much the whole turbo, oil feed lines, oil feed, coolant feed, and this is that little ceramic that uses the stock manifold to mount it, to mate it with the turbo itself. I was going to reuse that as well, but if you look at the difference, I don't know how well the auto adjust will work, but this is like very flat and this is very round. The difference is there. So I was going to leave it to there, just reuse it, but I mean, hell, I don't want to be dealing with the turbo when it's in the engine, because that's going to be a lot of cramped room and everything to work with. So I got a full gasket kit. I got a new gasket for here, there, oil feed, coolant feed, the manifold gasket to the turbo, and the downpipe gasket, which is this one here. Like I said, I didn't want to run with reusing gaskets. I might as well have just waited the time to get them from Japan and put them on, because doing them now, waiting a week and doing it now is much easier than pulling your car over, lifting the engine, doing whatever, and just to change some gaskets you could have done time ago. So that's that. I'm just going to change all the gaskets on the turbo, clean all the surfaces, put on the new gaskets, and then we're going to start reassembling the turbo side and finish it up this time. That way the only thing left is just the electrical harness, and it's pretty much time to attack the Lexus, which is just hiding right over there. You want to see her. So yeah, everything you see going on right now, we're just making a third addition to the shop. We're making this into a full alignment shop. We're getting a nice 23 or 24 foot hoist, Hunter hoist with the whole Hunter alignment system. This is all going to be top of the line stuff. A lot of stuff's going to be changing around the central video. As you guys see this, things have already looked different, and things will continue to keep changing around me with my busy schedule. So I'm trying my best to get this done as much as I can, because at the end of the day, long days of work, I am truly tired, and to wrench away at this till 9, 10, it takes a toll. I'm not that young no more. All right, so this is the turbo on my little portable stand, foldable table. But I got the little vacuum lines on here. I put on all the lines. I cleaned all the coolant, all the gasket surfaces, like for the coolant bypass, for the oil drain. Just assembling everything now. I'm just going to torque everything down, and then we're going to start throwing everything back onto the motor. I have more lines on here than I did before, if you paid attention to the previous posts. So I'm going to be hooking up, pretty much my goal is to hook up the whole turbo side, like all the oil lines, everything needed for the turbo side. So that way it's fully done. I can put the manifold cover on, and you can finally stop looking at this horrid manifold. And then I just got to put on the alternator, which I'm most likely going to use from the 2J, because I bought a brand new one. It has 2-year warranty on it. And AC compressor I will try and reuse, but I'm not sure based off of lines and the way the AC is, because that car is not fitted with AC as it sits. So I still got to work around with that. Those are the only two things that I'm potentially might leave off the engine, but all I have left is just throw this on, button it up, put the cover on, electrical, and then we tack the Lexus. So it's my birthday. I'm gonna call it a day today. I managed to get the whole exhaust side on the engine. It was on previously. I had to take it all apart again because my exhaust turbo kit, turbo gasket kit came in. I was gonna reuse some gaskets, but once it's in the motor, once it's in the engine bay, God, it's gonna make everything 2-3 times harder. So I don't wanna do it. I waited. I took everything apart today, put on the heat shield to the manifold finally, the downpipe's on properly with a new gasket, new manifold O-ring to the turbos on. All the coolant and oil gaskets are on. I started connecting some of the electronics and the vacuum lines already. The turbo side is not going to be moving. I'm not going to be taking anything off unless I have to put wiring harness brackets or bolts underneath things, which I really hope I don't have to do because I think I've got everything under control here. But that's the only reason that's going to come off. I managed, if you come over here, I mocked up the alternator, not the one I'm going to be using because I have a brand new one on the 2J GE right now. Power steering pump is on here as well. Put the bracket on. AC pump is still mocked up. And these are still going to stay very loose until the harness comes in, because I might have to drop the whole intake to put the wiring harness in here. But other than that, she's practically done. I have a bag of around 20 bolts or so to put back onto the motor, and then she's pretty much ready to go. She's going to be sitting on the stand all wired up. Just connect the wiring harness and then just let her sit and start attacking the Lexus. And as they say, the easy part is done. Now it's time. The swap is going to be the hard part of the job. So it looks great on the stand, honestly. Downpipe is sick. Had to hammer in the coolant line a little bit to the heater core to make this the O2 sensor fit. It was literally like touching. But other than that, it's all pretty straightforward. It's all bolted up. Like I said, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna go probably kill a set of tires right now before I go home and call it a day on that. So stay tuned for that clip, and thanks for watching. Yeah. 24th birthday celebrations, kick it, gotta swing it on the street.
Woo!